Hello and welcome to the Humble Seer. So this is the hidden side of Mark Zuckerberg. So let's get into it. As always, we're going to lay the foundation with just one of these, like a character, who he truly is, right? Let's see what that card is for Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg is he started Facebook, which is, I believe, now Meta or something like that. I think it's Meta. Okay, let's see what this card says. Plague Doctor. Oh my God. All right. I get very strongly that this is his card. I get, if out of all, this is what I'm getting. Out of all of the hidden side readings that I've done, and I've pulled one of these for almost all of them, this one is most fitting. This suits him. Plague Doctor. Death, plague, and mask. And we'll hone in on the last word, mask. Because Mark Zuckerberg loves to wear a mask. He is, I'm getting, one of the best BSers out there. And it's funny because it's like some people would suspect that, but others wouldn't. That he wears a mask. He's a pretender. He's a BSer. And if you're wondering if you should trust him, the word is never. Okay? That's for someone in particular. You can never trust him. Don't go into business with him because he's gonna wear the mask. He's gonna talk and say all the right things, have his people say all the right things, and then he's gonna pull the rug. He's a rug puller. All right, so let's get into his finances. All right, so we're gonna pull a card. Let's just we'll shuffle a bit more and we'll get his finances. We all know that Mark Zuckerberg is not going to be in anybody's bread line anytime soon. We already know that. Ever. Okay? All right. Goal setting is what we get for Mark Zuckerberg as it relates to finances. I'm going to pull a tarot card on this as well. Set clear financial and career goals, break them down into actionable steps, track your progress, and celebrate milestones to stay motivated. Okay, because it doesn't say anything about I need money, I'm in dire need of money, where's the money? No, it's saying goal setting because this person is always focused on his money and setting goals and achieving them. You know, he's a clever person. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. I don't honestly know why I'm even going to pull a card, but I'm being drawn to do so. Okay, so we're going to pull a card on finances, and then we'll move on to family. All right, so what does that card want to tell us? Star is on the bottom because he is a star. Okay. Oh. Interesting. It's always a surprise, right? So we have the 10 of Wands. He has burdens as it relates to finances. I get that he's burned a lot of bridges. Overburden, right? Overload, responsibility, pressure. As it relates to money, I get at this moment in time and going forward, just in general, he will have a lot of burdens because he has burned one too many bridges. Good old Mark. All right, I don't think there's much else to say about finances. Mark Zuckerberg is a wealthy man, and he will continue to be a wealthy man doing things that bring more wealth into the coffers or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so let's move on to Mark's family. And I want to get a tarot card. His family would be mother, father, siblings, you know, if he has them. I don't know. Okay, yes. All right. Well, that fell out. We've got the Page of Wands. I don't know if you saw that card, but it said, here I am. All right. And it's the Page of Wands as it relates to family. Like I say, his mother, father, good news, swift news, letters, phone calls. I get that this is him. A page is a younger person, but they're fiery. Okay, because, you know, when you move all the way up to the King of Wands, a King of Wands is, you know, he'll fight. That's what I got. He'll fight. That's interesting. But he will fight in general. And, you know, you will not see this side of Mark Zuckerberg. But at some point you will, I get, as it relates to fighting. Okay. You know, he is right now a page. He is trying to elevate to the king. So, but we're talking about family. So let's pull another card because that wanted to come out. But let's pull another card on family. I'm getting there's really not a whole, it's quiet. That's what I'm getting as it relates to Mark Zuckerberg and his family. But we're going to pull another card and see what else the cards. Sometimes when the cards want to not talk about something, it won't. Okay, now we have the Hanged Man. Dissatisfaction, apathy, disinterest, and stagnation. Quiet. Stagnation is another word for quiet. Stagnant, not moving. And that's how I see family. And it's like, you're not going to see any more into it because, frankly, there isn't anything else to see as it relates to family. But okay, I'm getting don't push it because I was going to pull some keyword cards. It's like leave it alone. All right, so let's move on to love. And we're going to pull love is of course going to be his wife and, you know, whatever else he's got in his world that relates to love. And I get he loves his wife though. Even though he's sneaky. Is what I'm getting. All right, let's get that love card and see what else the cards want to tell us. All right. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Okay, so that's love. And now, he has wandering eyes. Now, it doesn't mean that he doesn't love his wife because he does. It's saying chemistry. But he tries to strike up chemistry with people that he's not married to, if you know what I mean. Oh, yeah, he does. As a matter of fact, let's see. Do I have my... Yeah, I'm going to pull some keywords on love for him. Let's get 3 of these, okay? Tell more of the story of Mr. Zuckerberg here. Let's pull 3 cards as it relates to love. I just get naughty boy. 1, 2. I don't get cheating though. 3. I just get, you know, likes to look at the goods of others. Okay. I'm going to read all the keywords on here and I will hone in on the ones that I know are suited for Mr. Zuckerberg, okay? So you get to see the card and you can read them. All right, so it says cup, sustenance, drink, conversation with friends, holding a cup of love, celebrating knowledge, drinking problems, fill your own cup, and cup half full. Okay. I mean, you know, he enjoys conversating with friends. He views his wife as his friend. And he's very knowledgeable, obviously. This is a bright person we're talking about here. This is no dummy. Don't get it twisted. I don't see him having a drinking problem. I see him as a very sober person. He feels that too much of anything will mess with his brain. So I just get, in a cup of coffee is like, you know, it's something soothing you enjoy. I get he just enjoys a lot. He has enjoyment. Okay, now we have friend. Now this is love, okay? And he views his wife as his friend. Trust, quiet, comfort. Up, come back to us, Mark. Don't leave us, you naughty boy. Comfortable, hanging out, doing nothing with someone you like, and pal. Okay, we're still in love. And like I said earlier, you know, he loves his wife. This is a good relationship. All right, now we move on to dog. And if you know how I feel about dog, you know, I love a dog. And I think that any man that's called a dog is not a bad thing because dogs are amazing. Okay, so we have dog, ability to devote yourself to your path, happy, loyal, faithful friend, and devoted. These are all about love. And it's interesting because these are all different cards, but they all come out with devotion and love. So he has a very solid, good marriage. There's great understanding. And, you know, people can have wandering eyes. It doesn't mean that you're going to, you know, what you're going to do. Okay, so let's move on to career. Because we know, like I say, Mark has, he has Facebook, right? Which is, you know, truth be told, Facebook is something interesting, how it started. But Mark is still a smart person. So we're going to talk about his career. And to kick things off, we're going to get one of my career cards, okay? And we'll see what his future holds. But I get his future is bright. Okay, that one just wanted to come right on out. It did not want to stay in the deck. Background check. I get that as it relates to career, he is very, like when people come into his company, he gets nervous, especially people that are in top positions. And, obviously, we know that companies do background checks. It's just what they do. And they can be tough background checks. But his go beyond what a typical background check is. And that's great. But we want to pull another card. Okay, for some reason that just wanted to come out. But that's across the board. It's definitely for people that are at the top, not at the helm, but, people that are in executive positions. Because, I get he has a lot to lose otherwise. He hasn't had any real problems there, but he will. All right, so let's get another one for his career. Okay, new assets. Well, duh. Duh to the duh, right? I mean, this just confirms, he's not going to be going bankrupt. He's not going to be sued out the wazoo. He's not going to have those kinds of problems. He's just going to have this kind of problem. He's just going to have that kind of problem, which isn't a problem. All right, I don't think there's anything else to say here. We see finances are solid because we end with that. We see family, there's really not much going on there. It's very quiet, and if you've been with me long enough, you know what quiet means. As far as love, it's good. It's a great relationship. It's a pal. It's friend. It's sensual. It's good. With his eyes wandering from time to time. But his eyes wandering from time to time is what makes it even more interesting in the boudoir, is what I'm getting. And then career-wise, it's good. He has, let's pull a few keywords for his career. And I just get new things. He's going to have this flurry of new things coming in. He may be competing with someone, but whoever he's going to compete with, there's no competition. He's not going to win against somebody that's doing things in his world. He won't win that, but he'll have successes on a much smaller scale. Okay, which is still big. Okay, we have jam. Stressed in life, caution, a new start in life, change of direction, feeling stuck in a situation will not work, okay, so on and so forth. Because those are the things that he'll experience when he's creating new things. And he's going to be stressing about it. But he's going to continue to build because this keyword is nail. And it says building, not solid, needs securing, build over. He's going to have to go to the drawing board. Mark, why are you trying to leave us? Would you please? I have one card left. Okay, and then we have bowl. Meeting basic needs, food, all needs met. Okay. And this just goes back to his needs are met. He's solid. He's going to have stresses about creating new things because he wants to either innovate or just do something brand spanking new. But I don't think there's anything new under the sun. So it will be more about innovation. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for stopping by The Humble Seer. As always, you take good care and we'll talk soon. Bye.